Hello guys and welcome to another Predator Hunting Grounds build video. In this build, we take a look at the Fearless perk and make a build out of it. I would consider this build worthy from beginner to end game as its level requirements are easily attainable if you keep playing the game, making it flexible. The core component of this build is Fearless. Everything else can be swapped, but for starters I recommend copying everything except for the primary weapon and secondary. This is because there are some primary and secondary components that are level locked. The Fearless perk allows us to do extra melee damage, hence this build is primarily about melee combat. Your choice of melee weapons can either be Elder Sword, Katana, Battle Axe, Commie Stick, Warhammer, aka Norse Hammer, or Alpha Sickle depending on your playstyle. Avoid the War Club at all cost because it has shit damage. I do not recommend using your default wrist gauntlets because they have lower damage. I have linked the Predator weapons damage numbers in the video description. For secondary, you can use anything you'd like except for another melee weapon. It doesn't make sense to carry two melee weapons at a time. Net gun, handheld plasma caster, smart disc or the longbow are all good choices. Note, you need to have good aim with the longbow in order to use it effectively. For gear I recommend healing kit, motion detector and the wrist launcher, which applies burning damage to the fire team. However, you can change it as well as you'd like and use bear traps instead or audio decoys depending on your playstyle. Motion detector is great if the enemy is inside buildings. This is the Predator's version of the PDL and it lasts longer but cannot be resupplied. You have to use it appropriately and wisely. For perks I would recommend Lightbender to allow you to cloak more, large pouch for more healing kits and of course, the Fearless perk. Lastly, for specialization, I would recommend the default Hunter class but with the Tracker specialization. The Hunter class is a well-balanced class in all fields while the Tracker feature allows us to detect where the fire team is at any time by going into vision mode and pressing X on the PC. With all that said, let us get on to the gameplay. The build is simple enough to use. If you need to go range, use the plasma caster. If you want greater damage, charge the plasma caster all the way by holding left mouse button, no need to release it. If you need to go melee, use your sick. Luckily this kid is using voice comms to help him with his team nearby. I will try to get them at a second chance. We use our tracker specialization by pressing X while in scan mode. This allows us to triangulate where the fire team is. The larger the red circle, the farther they are. The smaller the red circle, the nearer they are. Another technique that skilled predators use is the running up technique. You basically move back a bit and charge your plasma caster and only move yourself forward when the caster is about to shoot by fully charging it when holding left mouse button. This way all of your shots are fully charged when you expose yourself out of cover. When attacking a fire team that travels in a straight line, always attack the last member behind, as everyone is usually busy running forwards. We then run for cover and use the third-person camera view of the predator to gain vision advantage.
There you are. Want some of this? Come on, man! I'm fucking dying out here! Knew you'd be back.
This concludes the guide for the Predator Fearless build. I hope you enjoy it and happy gaming.